Ink Ribbon.
This is gonna get controversial, isn't it? So, in my last live stream, someone suggested the idea of doing a character ranking, and I was like, okay. So that's what we're doing today. I am not gonna do every Resident Evil property, so like I'm only doing the main games. As much as I would love to do like the Outbreak characters, I'm not doing the movies. It's just the characters of the main games. And because there's so many characters, we're gonna just get started. First of all, why they choose the grumpy Claire? Claire, Leon, Jill, and Chris. No surprise there. Okay, I don't know who this is. I'm just gonna put people I don't know at the bottom. Billy Cohen. Billy. Oh, it's triple S, double S. Well, whatever. It's a tier. Billy is a great character. I think they could do a lot more with him. He's one of those characters that we only saw him once and never again, and hopefully they bring him back. Is this an actual character, or is this like his alter form of Marcus? Wait, he died? Oh god, I don't remember the Zero. We're just not gonna count him. Oh boy, Rebecca Chambers, here we go. So listen, if you love Rebecca, more power to you. She's cute, she's smart, she's fun, she's bubbly. Me and her have absolutely nothing in common. We wouldn't date, we wouldn't be friends. She's just kind of there for me. So B. I'm sorry. Please don't get mad at me. Now Barry, the most quotable character in Resident Evil. Well, yeah. Barry's a staple. Oh, Brad. He does give you the special key in Resident Evil 2. But he's also a chicken, and he left the STARS members to die before flying back and saving them, which I guess cancels out. And he is likable. I'm gonna put him right here with Rebecca. Wesker, easy, triple S. One of the best villains in all of gaming. There's a reason he has not changed since his initial inception, because he's just a great character. Ada Wong. I would say triple S. Ada's really cool because, like, I don't know. She's so suave. She's like a cat, and I'm fine with her. Am I about to... Annette Birkin. Great wife, terrible mother. C. D. Yeah. Hunk. Okay, so Hunk is cool. I don't really understand why so many people go crazy for Hunk, because, like, you don't know anything about him. So for now, I'm going to put him right in the middle at A, because he's cool, he's got style, but I also, like, I don't know anything about him. Chief Irons is easy. F. He's my least favorite character in all of the franchise. He's an irredeemable asshole with nothing good to say about him. Also, for some reason, there's a lot of, like, hentai of him and Claire, which, ew. Anyway, Marvin, triple S. He is selfless. He really goes out of his way to try to save everyone, even at the cost of his own life, and we love Marvin. Are we counting enemies? Sure, why not? Well, no. Well, I already counted Annette and Irons. Technically. Alright, we're only doing humans. Monsters will be maybe one day. Sherry Birkin, triple S. She went through the events of Raccoon City as a child. She was the same age as me when I was playing Resident Evil 2 for the first time. And then she grew up to be really, really good and sweet. And she's such a likable character. Shout out to Lisa J. I know she's probably not going to watch this. I don't think she watches any of this stuff. William, we're going to put him right next to Annette. Technically, he's like human, but not really, because he turns into a monster. But we'll just We'll let them be together. Carlos. Oh, see, this is interesting because like Resident Evil 3 Carlos, and then like Umbrella Chronicles Carlos, and then Resident Evil 3 Remake Carlos was really good. He's the character that when they changed him, like more than any other character, I was like, I love Carlos. Bring him back. We need more Carlos. So I'll put him at double S with Billy. This is gonna be like the tier for all the one-time characters that we love. Mikhail. Well, I mean, he's cool and everything, but he's really only in the game for like 5 minutes. But he sacrificed himself, so we'll put him at S. No, we'll put him at A with Hunk. Nikolai, aka Josh the Medic's husband. Here's the thing about Nikolai is he's an asshole, but he's really cool. And I don't hate him, even though I should. And that's hard to write a villain like that. I'm gonna put him at S. Oh, good. They have an I don't know them tier. Is it Tyrell? He's in Resident Evil 3 for like 2 seconds. I'm sorry, I don't know him. Oh, it's Ashley, you guys. Move over, Claire. Number 1. Oh, baby. We'll put her in D. He's technically not a human. Krauser. I've never really cared for Krauser. He's just there. I feel like Krauser's a really one-dimensional villain. Like he's a bad example of a villain because he's just like, oh, I'm gonna go against Leon and I'm gonna try to do this for no apparent reason. They don't really ever explain his motives, and you can't understand a villain if you don't know what they're fighting for. That's why Wesker's so good, because he basically wants to just wipe out all the unworthy people. And, after the last 2 years, I could kind of understand that. Moving on to Lewis. He's like the Mikhail of Resident Evil 4, so I'm going to put him here. He sacrificed himself, he's a cool guy and everything, but we don't really have time to develop a connection with him. And also, he was partially responsible for a lot of virus stuff, so... we'll count the merchant as human, and we'll put him in the A rank as well. I mean... Stranger. Sadler is not a human. Wait. Salazar? Sadler? Oh god, I always forget which one's which. This little guy is just gonna go in the F rank. Oh god, this guy. What was his name in Resident Evil 5? Irving? Yeah, F. He was just really out of place in the Resident Evil franchise. Josh Stone, he can go in the A rank. He's in the categories of people that were just in games and we liked them. However, he's still alive, unlike everyone else. Well, he did also team up with Jill, which is cool. But yeah, we're gonna leave him in A. Sheva, S. Sheva is one of the best characters they introduced. She is strong, she is confident, she is beautiful, she's black, and we never saw her again. Did you guys know that Sheva was supposed to be in Resident Evil Vendetta, but at the last minute they decided on Rebecca instead, so she got switched out? So we almost had Sheva in a second Resident Evil thing. Sorry, Sheva. We don't make the shots, Capcom does. Spencer. Spencer... You know what? He's going to be the C. Because he's really a huge part of the series, but he's also kind of, like, forgettable. Carla Radams, F. What were they thinking? In my opinion, Carla and her whole Ada clone thing is what ruined Resident Evil 6. If it wasn't for that stupid storyline, things would have been a lot better. Helena... Okay, I know I've got some Helena fans out there. Here's the thing. If you watch Resident Evil Degeneration and you see Angela's character, she is literally Helena. Helena is just a copy-paste of Angela. And knowing Claire was supposed to be in Helena's spot and then she got switched out for continuity, and we'll put her in A. She's not a bad character, but, what can you say about Helena? There's not a lot there other than her whole thing with her sister. Jake. Jake. He's going to go in the double S in the second tier because We all cringed when we found out Wesker had a son. All of a sudden, we were like, "Ew, what?" But then seeing how he was such a good guy, which was really funny. It was really clever that they did that because his dad was so evil. And then also like how Sherry sort of helps him be his best self. I loved that dynamic, and I actually wanted to see him again. So yeah, same with Piers. Piers, Nivenfield, I'm with you guys. But Piers kind of helped keep Chris in check and made Chris realize that he had been making a lot of mistakes. He wasn't being the person that he should be, and he was kind of falling apart, and Piers helped him, realize that and put him back together, and then he sacrificed himself. R.I.P. Piers. I don't know who this is. Oh, the guy from Resident Evil 6. Ugh. The one that turns into a giant T-Rex. Yeah, and also he's part of the whole Carla Radom's thing, so he can just sit there with her and they can be together. Now we get to Ethan Winters. Okay. How can I say this? There's no way to say this without sounding like an asshole. Hold on. If Ethan Winters was a food, people would take a bite and then they'd be like, "Oh, it's really dry. It doesn't have any flavor." And then Resident Evil 8 is like this little sauce that they put on it, and you take another bite, you're like, okay, it's a little better, but, check please. He's gonna go... I'll put him in D. I mean, he did sacrifice himself for his child and all that stuff, but, like, I'm sorry, there's just not much to Ethan. That was one of the hardest 25 facts videos I ever had to make. Because there was just, like, not a lot going on there. Evelyn. Okay. We're getting into the Resident Evil 7 now. I always have thought of Evelyn as a ripoff of Alessa from Silent Hill, and I really don't like that. I feel like Resident Evil really stepped out of their lane. So I'm going to put her in F. I think she's completely unnecessary. It's too supernatural. It's too weird. I don't like it. Jack, welcome to the family, son. I will put him in... Oh, wait. Does he count as a human? Okay, we're just going to say the Bakers. No. Oh, God, I don't know. Fine. The Bakers are human. Allegedly. I'll put him in B. If anything, he was memorable and scary. I don't know who this old man is. Like, I literally don't know who he is. We're not covering the movies. Lucas. D. Marguerite, aka Sexy Crotch. She can go with Jack Baker. I think together they're both, memorable characters. Mia Winters. Oh boy, here we go again. She's definitely more of a personality than Ethan, although I consider Mia to be kind of evil. All the stuff that she did, and she didn't tell Ethan, and then he went looking for her, and like basically Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8, it's all Mia's fault. If she had just like left Ethan alone and disappeared, he would have been so much better off. I'll just put her at B. And Zoe, oh god. So Resident Evil Confession. I never played the DLC for Resident Evil 7, so I don't really know much about Zoe other than, you don't give her the medicine or the vaccine or cure or whatever, and then you go on your merry way, and she's like, "Y'all just leave now, because I'm going to die, and my daddy's going to be so mad at you." So, C. I don't know. No, D. Because I never hear anyone talk about her, right? So, there's that. Okay, the three sisters. Not to be a dick, I cannot tell them apart. They are the same person multiplied times 3, so I just think of them as the three sisters as one unit. They were okay. I thought there would be a lot more story or dialogue with them, but there really wasn't. But I dig their design. Oh god, I forgot her name. House... What? Beneviento. Beneviento. She's really pretty. like, she's one of the prettiest characters that I've ever seen. Well, before her face gets all fucked up. And the doll, see, then it crosses more into the supernatural again, even though it's like the doll has a thing inside of it. I don't know. I'll just put her with the sisters, The Duke. I don't know. The Duke's really interesting, and he's really mysterious because he seems to know a lot more than he's letting on, but he's trying to make his money. We'll put him in B. Okay, everyone's DILF apparently in Resident Evil, Heisenberg. We'll put him with the other DILF, with Nikolai. I don't know. Heisenberg was really interesting because he offers, Ethan, help me defeat her, which someone explained to me why Ethan didn't help her and why it made sense, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And Heisenberg had very good explanations for why he wanted to do what he did, aside from the whole power trip, but he's a villain, so of course, I want power. All right, Lady Dimitrescu. We're going to put her at double S. I mean, just for the sole fact that her back injury from carrying Resident Evil 8 all by herself, I mean, you cannot argue with how much people love her, and she is a very, very memorable character. So there you go. Now, here's an interesting one because everyone's all horny for Lady D, but I think Mother Miranda is gorgeous. Like, when she's human, she's beautiful. She's like a supermodel. She looks like a Victoria's Secret model, but like, she even has the big bird thing that they wear on the runway. I really liked her. I just desperately wish that we had seen more of her. So unfortunately, while I really like her, I'm going to put her with the Duke in B. And then, oh god, what was his name? Resident Evil 8. Water monster? Moreau. Yeah, Moreau. I really liked him. He was like a monster that you wanted to give him a hug because he just seemed really sad and like he was in a lot of pain, and he seemed like he just really didn't want to be there. So I'm gonna put him in B as well. He's okay. He's again only in the game for a short period of time, but everybody in Resident Evil 8 is in the game for a short period of time. Rose. For those of you who don't know, Rose apparently is not going to be the main character of Resident Evil 9. She's done. Like, they concluded her character. That was it. The end. I don't really know much about her. I'm going to put her in C. I really like her design, but also I think she's like 14, and I don't even want to think about that. So, moving on. Alfred and Alexia Ashford. I am Alfred Ashford. Ooh! See, here's the thing. I hate them, but I don't hate them the same way I hate Chief Irons. I hate them in the way you're supposed to hate a villain, but at the same time, they're so fucking weird. And I don't understand where their concept came from, what inspired them. I should do a 25 facts about the Ashford twins and figure out what inspired them, because they are unlike any other Resident Evil character and any other characters I've never seen any characters in anything that were like Alfred and Alexia. You know what? I'm putting them at S. Say what you want, but they're memorable. And I am so tired of people hating on Code Veronica. That game's amazing. Give it another chance. And continuing with Code Veronica, we've got Steve Burnside, who I'm gonna put him, and then I'm gonna explain why. I am going to put him in double S. Now here's the thing. Yes, he was a little bit annoying and he was whiny. But what 17-year-old isn't? Yes, Steve was 17 when he was killed. I mean, they ruined his life and then they killed him. He saw his mom get killed, and then he went to this prison for something that his dad did. He didn't even do anything wrong. I would be fucking complaining a lot too. And that's why he gets so mad and he like fires like guns and he's like, you can't trust people, because his own fucking parents did that to him. And then like, I mean, his teen years were taken from him. He's not even old enough to watch porn, and then he dies. Well, he turns into a monster and then he dies. But like, on top of that, you know, me and Steve would be like bros because he understands why Claire is so special. Although, don't try to kiss people when they're sleeping because that's a little creepy. But other than that, I completely support Steve Burnside. I think he's a great character. And I think if he was allowed to come back and be mature, he could potentially be a really good character. He could be the Raiden of Resident Evil. You know what I mean? I have not played Dead Aim. So these three are just going to go in the I don't know category. I don't know who these people are. Why is only Kevin from Outbreak? I'm not counting Survivor. That's a spinoff. Natalia. See, the difference between Natalia and Evelyn. Oh God, what is the difference? I guess Natalia's nice. But the whole like Alex Wesker thing. Oh God. I want to put her in C. She was really kind of just there to prop Barry up in his story. Jessica. I don't know. I wish they would kind of bring Jessica back because she was cool. She was really hot and she was really evil. And she liked fashion. We'll put her with this row. She fits in that category of characters. Same with oh God, I want to call him by a different name because when Revelations came out, I was working at GameStop and I had a coworker who literally looked exactly like him. Like, I'm not even joking. Like splitting image. But we'll put them together. Also, I love when Jessica hits on Chris and he's just like not interested at all. And she's like, "Hello," like I forgot his name. He's the guy with the red hair. I think they were trying really hard to bring the Ashford charm to him. Is it Raymond? And it didn't work. Like, but they tried. I'll put him in C. I don't know. Alex Wesker. So I got to know her more in Resistance than anywhere else, and I don't know. I grew to like her a lot in that as a mastermind. I'll put her in B. Like, I don't know. The whole Wesker project thing. Oh yeah, I forgot we have that Netflix series to look forward to, the Wesker Kids show. Moira. Moira was cool. She was okay. Actually, no, you know what? Moira was great. She really, really, I think, represented a lot of the Resident Evil community, especially if you played the games back in like the 2000s. Like, you know, you could tell she's trying really hard to be like edgy and cool, but she's also sensitive deep down, and you know, she's got daddy issues. Who doesn't? Okay. Moira can definitely come back. Well, maybe we'll put her in S. She's still cool though. By the way, this is all my opinion, so like, I know that some of you guys are going to be like foaming at the mouth at my decisions here, and if you don't like it, make your own tier list and send it to me on Twitter. All right, and last, I think, yeah, this is the last one. I think his name was Nate. I just remember him as the guy that rejected Claire. Or like, no, Claire liked him, and then he turned out to be evil. I need to play Revelations 2 again. And for that fact alone, he's very low on the list. We'll put him in D. Because he's kind of generic, but the Claire relationship thing, that's the only time Claire ever actually has something with someone. I mean, she almost does with Steve, but now that I look back on it, again, he was 17, so that would have been pedophile. And there you go. There is my character ranking for Resident Evil characters. I will put the link to this one in the description if you want to do it for yourself, and you can feel free to post that on Twitter or wherever, and show me what your list looks like. And if you don't want to do that and you just want to tell me how wrong I am or how right I am on certain things, I'm very interested to see what you guys think about my choices and my reasons for them. But I'm gonna end this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Kai Morgan, and as always, thanks for watching Ink Ribbon. And a very special thank you to all of my Patreon supporters and YouTube members. Your extra support means the world to me and helps me keep making content for you guys.